So the right hand one was your before. I'm going to watch through this now from the sort of main part of this video. So you can see your right arm now kind of curving in, your right hand grip there. There's not much visual of your sort of your logo, especially the 2 knuckles there, or 3 knuckles wouldn't be sort of visible for you. Yeah. That's a very weak grip. As a result, you see the gap there between your right hand and your left hand. That's just separation, which is just get the hands up and working together, really, okay? And then as a result of that grip pressure being way too tight, as you swung back, when you finish the swing, it barely gets, the club doesn't get past your head. I mean, it's very sort of locked in front of you there. As you then go to the next, when you drag it back in, you're gripping the club now up in midair. Oh, yeah. So you've got no reference with that club up there at all, whether it's straight or not. You're putting your feet down first, then we sort of have a little waggle with the club, put the club down next to the ball, we're not sure there, okay, move around, and then we swing, and you see the gap there between your hands at the top of the backswing, left and right hand separated, okay? Coming back to the golf ball now, looks as though it's like an effort to swing the club through. So the sequence we're going to go through now then, Nick, okay? First thing we're going to do, you get the club down behind the golf ball, which even there now, this is when you sort of put the grip down first, then you sort of reset, okay? So we start again, get your right hand on the golf club, there we can see your logo. If we go back to kind of where that start position was there in terms of your grip, you can see how your right hand is over, there's more of this sort of visible, okay? The logo now is actually visible to your right hand, okay? And your right arm now is starting to hang a little bit more this way, okay? And both arms should be hanging down, not straight, but certainly just relaxed. I'm not going to stretch them out, but just let them just hang from the shoulders, okay? So your right hand now is on here with this arm. The left shoulder now is a bit lower to allow your left arm to maintain its sort of length, should we say, and grip on the club. So now when you're holding the golf club there, now we can see your lead arm and the club shaft, that we sort of mentioned last time, are a bit more in a straight line, whereas this one here now, it kind of cocks in that way a little bit, okay? So we're getting a little bit more kind of that lead structure a little bit better.
Yeah.
And then in terms of grip-wise now, we're a lot looser. Look where that club finishes now.
That's much different.
Over your shoulder. It's a fuller swing. You're able to move more, which is great, okay? You're making a bigger swing, a longer swing, and a much more fluid swing without gripping on for dear life and putting yourself under a lot of tension and sort of pressure, okay? And then when you come back to the golf ball there now, it's having that discipline to do it again. Club down first. Get your right hand grip. I wouldn't say that, yeah, so your right hand grip is then it's like, oh, hang on a second, I better twist it, okay? So doing things kind of at the same time is always going to sort of get in the way of each other, okay? You want to make sure, again, club goes down first, club shaft should be just slightly forward. It's a little bit leaned forward there for my liking, okay? Your right hand now is starting to kind of move into position, but your left hand's kind of, no, to be fair, your left hand is sort of hold back, to be fair. Then your left hand grip. So, okay, that wasn't too bad, to be fair. And you're getting there now in a setup. You can see your lead arm now. Nice with that club and the club shaft, not this sort of concaved in there, okay? And then again, gripping that club there nice and loose. You can make a fuller movement with that swing, okay? The general look of the swing, okay, has a flow to it, okay? If you go to the next shot again, drag the ball in again. I think I got the next shot, did I? No, I didn't, okay? Got the start here now. Where this one here now, we sort of put the golf ball down, club in midair. It looks a bit kind of like it's all 100 mile an hour, okay, and then trying to find that right position, okay, and then looks a bit almost like you're swinging underwater. Like you're just very resisted, ball down, never really look at target. The club's been gripped. It's all very good. Yeah, just very. It looks very wooden and stiff. Now again, okay, you were warming up, so I'll give you that.
Oh no.
But we can't use that as a massive excuse, okay? At least this one here now, and we sort of starting going through. The club on this one didn't start in the right position, I think. Then you reset yourself, which you did. Got your grip, got your left hand on it, looked and felt looser, as you said. You were able to move freely, and the club would get over your shoulder there, and the swing was complete. Yeah, it wasn't sort of like and stopped halfway. Yeah, there was a flow to it. Yeah, it will do, I think. And again, I think for a lot of people, when we grip it looser, we get kind of two fears. One, we're going to let go of the golf club, and two, we're going to lose power and strength. We want to hit the ball hard and give it a whack, and the ball go a long way. But if we're gripping it really tight, you can't get any speed. If I said throw a ball and tense your bicep with your throwing arm, it's like there's nothing there at all, is there? Okay, so going through that sequence, as we said, always start with the club first. Right hand grip is the first thing you're going to put on. Once you're happy with the right hand grip, can you see the logo? Is it in your fingers? Is it loose? Those kind of things. Your left hand grip's going to come on with that shoulder tilted under, because like I say, your left hand is underneath your right hand, therefore your left shoulder is underneath your right shoulder, yeah? And then from there, with that grip being loose, you're able to swing the club and release that club, say, over your right shoulder a lot more freely, rather than that sort of like almost like in a brick wall and just stopping. Yeah. And again, shot wise, I think there's some decent shots. One thing make sure we do on the range, if we hit some bad shots, don't just drag another ball back in quickly to try and get rid of that old one.
Start the routine again.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The reason why we hit good shots is that routine.
Yeah.
Sometimes we see a lot of guys hit a good shot and go, oh, cracked it, bang, 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 just go back into whacking it again and say, hang on a second, the reason why it was a good shot was because of the prep work you just did prior to the shot. Yeah. So give yourself that 30 seconds for each shot, okay? Yeah. And again, roughly speaking, I would suggest a ball a minute on average. So you hit sort of, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 balls in about 3 or 4 minutes. Have a little break and then have a few swings and just get that feeling of your arms being looser. Step back, maybe watch this video again when you're on the Ranger Con, get that feeling of this movement nice and loose, then go back into it, hit another 5 or 10 more shots, and then come back again, do some more swings, and perhaps change clubs, change targets. Don't just stand there in 50 balls from the same spot to the same target, just pummeling away until that ball eventually goes straight. It's like a blind man with a machine gun going, and someone saying too high, too low, and you just eventually spray at the target, okay, until something sticks. Yeah. It will do, but unfortunately when you're on a golf course you only get one bullet.
Exactly.
Okay, mate?
Yeah.
Cool. Have a couple more then so we can get that routine now back. Having had a break, we'll see how you respond back now without any sort of influence from me, so to speak, okay? So we'll give it a whirl with that sequence again then, Nick, all right?